Hi students, today I am back with the unitary method part 2. So here we will learn more questions about unitary method. So let's have a look on. Let's learn the main concept of unitary, that is from 1 to many we will multiply, and to find for many things we always do the multiplication, and when you have many things and you want to find for one thing, then we will do division, right? So the basic concept is saying that when you have a one thing and you need to find for many things, then we will always do multiplication. When you have a so many things, when you have a so many quantities and you want to find for one single unit or a one quantity, then we will always do division. We will always use the concept of division. So in the unitary method, so it is compulsory that you have to keep the more thing to make it one. You have to find the value of one thing from many things, right? So this is called unitary methods, to get the value of one thing. So the first question is that rent of a house for a year is rupees 4800, and we will find the rent for 6 months. So when I read the question, I got to know that the rent of a house for a year is, it means that the annually or the yearly rent of a house is rupees 4800. It means that we are talking about 1 year. So 1 year rent is rupees 4800, and we need to find for 6 months only. For 6 months only. Here the question is in year and we need to find the answer in months. So we have to use a relationship between year and a months over here. So basically the rent of the house is rupees 4800, and you know that 12 months makes 1 year, because as you know that there are the 12 months, right? And if I will say that in a year, so it would be 12 months is equals to 1 year, right? 12 months makes 1 year. So here, when you have a question in a year and you need to find in a months, then you can use the concept of, and you can use the relationship between year and a months. So with the help of the relationship, we got to know that 1 year is equals to 12 months, and 12 months makes 1 year. So we will use the relationship between the year and the months in these questions. So let's have a look on the solution. So firstly, we have to learn how to write the statements. So firstly, we will know that the question is in year and we need to find in months. So we know that 1 year is equals to 12 months, right? And so first statement you have to write from the question only. Rent of a house for year is rupees 4800. So instead of a year, you can write 12 months, because you have to find the answer in months. That's why we are using over here, we are replacing the year with the months, that is 12 months. 1 year is equals to 12 months. We have used the concept, we have used the rule, we have used the relationship. So it is equals to 4800. Now we will use the unitary method over here. Here we have a 12 months. Firstly, I have to find the rent of a house for 1 month only. So 1 month, for 1 month, if you want to find the rent of a house for 1 month, what we will do? We have to divide by 12 months. We have to divide 12 by 12 months. So when you will divide 12 by 12 months, so you will get 1 month. You will get the answer for 1 month. And in the same way, you have to divide 4800 by 12 and you will get rupees 400. So there you come to know that the rent of a house for a 1 month is rupees 400. So children, why we have converted? Because it is easy to find, because you, if you know the value of one thing, then you can find for multiple things, right? That's why we have divided first to get the value of one thing, 1 month, and then we will find for 6 months. As you know that now we, there is only the concept is left that we have to make 1 as 6 by multiplication only. So the rent of a house for 6 months, what we have done over here, 1 multiply by 6, we have got 6 months. In the same way, you have to multiply the 400 by 6, you will get 2400. Whatever you are doing on the left side, you have to do the same thing on the right hand side. If you are multiplying on the left hand side, and you have to do the multiplication on right side as well. So the rent of the house for the 6 months is rupees 2400. Or you can do it verbally also. You know that rent of a house for 12 months is 4800 rupees, and find this rent for 6 months. You know that half of 12 months is 6 months only. If you are doing the half of months, then you have to half this money also. By half this money you will get 2400. You will get the answer directly there, but you have to use the unitary over here. That's why we have written the statements. That's why we have converted in 1 month, then we have got the solution for 6 months, right? Now the next question is of the buses questions. So here we have a 3 buses, and it's carrying a 180 passengers. But one thing you have to note it, that each of the same capacity. Capacity means the number of seats in the 3 buses are same. Suppose that if one bus is having a 50 seats, then all the 3 buses having a 56. But we don't know that one bus is having how many seats. That we will find. So here we just know that 3 buses are having 180 passengers, right? So in the 3 buses, 1, 2, and 3 buses are having 180 passengers, right? So now they are asking how many passengers can be carried by 5 buses, right? How you will find it the solution? But you know that 3 buses are carrying 180 passengers, but you don't know that one bus is carrying how many passengers. In one bus, how many passengers are can be sit in one bus? So let's find out the solution first for one bus. So we want to find that how many passengers are sitting in one bus, right? So what we have to do, just divide these 3 buses and 180 passengers by 3, because here the passengers have to sit in a bus, so you have to divide with 3 buses. These passengers have been divided by 3 buses, right? So we have to divide 3 by 3. This will give you a 1 bus, right? And when you will divide 180 by 3, you will get 60 passengers, right? It means that one bus is having 60 passengers. In the second bus is also 60 passengers. In the third bus there is also 60 passengers, and the total of 60 plus 60 plus 60 is 180 only. So it means that my answer is absolutely correct, that in one bus 60 passengers can sit in one bus. So now the question is that how many passengers can be carried by 5 buses? For it, we need a 5 buses, right? So here we have a 5 buses. Now we have got the solution for one bus. We know that in one bus 60 can sit. So we know that in one bus 60 can sit. In second bus 60 can sit. In the same way, in the third bus 60 can sit, because each of same is having a same capacity. So it means that all 5 buses are carrying 60 passenger in each bus. So how we will find the answer number of passengers in 5 buses? In 5 buses we can add, or you can multiply 60, because they are having the same capacity of passengers in one bus. So as in 5 buses there are 60 passengers. So if you will multiply 60 5 times, then you will get the answer of passengers sitting in 5 buses, and it is 65 300. Or if you will add 60 plus 60 plus 120 plus 120 plus 60, this will give you 180. 180 plus 60 will give you 240, and 240 plus 60 will give you 300. You can use the concept of repeated addition, or repeated addition is also called multiplication. So 65 is a 300. So we know that there are 300 passengers in 5 buses, right? That's why we are using the concept of unitary to find the value of one thing. Then you can find the value of so many things. So let's see How we will write this statement for this question? So here we have a number of passengers because they are asking how many passengers can be carried by 5 buses. So we have written the number of passengers carried by 3 buses is 180. And number of passengers carried by 1 bus. How you have found for the 1 bus? 3 you have just divided. 3 divided by 3, this will give you a 1 bus. And here also, if you are dividing over here, you have to divide over here also. 180 divided by 3, you will get 60. And the last statement is that how many passengers can be carried by 5 bus. For it, we have write the statement number of passengers carried by 5 buses is, the only thing is that one too many, you have to multiply. 1 5s are 5 and 65s are 300. You will get the answer that the number of passengers carried by 5 buses is equals to 300 passengers can be sit in 5 buses, right? So this was all about the unitary questions, right? So firstly you have to find for one thing, then you can find for many things by applying the operator, division and multiplication accordingly. Thank you.